Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Injure Jules, your instructor for today, and this video is about the paper presentation in Advanced Optimization Theory and Methods. So the goal of this video is to provide you with topics in Advanced Optimization Theory and Methods and coordinate it to a research paper. So the topic that I chose is about linear optimization and simplex method in relation to railway catenary systems. The objective of this research paper is to minimize the contact force fluctuations and optimize the maintenance strategies. The research paper title that I chose is called The Advances of Research on High-Speed Railway Catenary. On the screen, there are two departments, the DOTR on the left side and the PNR on the right side. Both of them share a common goal, which is constructing a more convenient, faster, and reliable transportation system for the Filipino people, which is constructing railways on various areas on the Philippines. So the article that I chose came from Springer, which has a research problem of how optimization techniques are applied to improve the performance of railway catenary systems. So from this, by using the linear optimization methods and the simplex methods, we are um, the the objective is to minimize the contact force fluctuations between the pantograph and the catenary. So later on, I'll be providing you with a video on the detailed explanation on how the pantograph and catenary works. So these contact force fluctuations causes wear and tear and inefficiency to the system. So by minimizing the contact force fluctuations, we can lower the maintenance cost of the system as well. Then, but as I said, by optimizing parameters like detention, which is which is T for short. The unit of tension is Newton. Then the span length, which is the length itself or the length of the span. So it's in meters. It's in meters. And the stiffness, which is which is Newton per meter. So as I said, the article shows how mathematical models reduce maintenance needs and ensure stable power transmission aligning with the principles presented. So let me summarize. By using the optimization methods, which is the simplex method and the linear optimization, we can lower the contact force fluctuations between the pantograph and the catenary. So by lowering the contact force fluctuations, we can lower the wear and tear and inefficiency, meaning lower maintenance needs. So by using the tension, span, length, and the stiffness as the constraint, we can Now formulate the simplex method. Okay, next slide. So, introduction to railway catenary systems. So, overhead catenary systems, or as they call it, the OCS, provide electrical power to trains via contact with the pantograph. So, ito yung OCS na to is yung nakikita yung mga poste kapag sumasakay kayo sa MRT, sa mga gilid-gilid, makikita nyo yung mga poste, parang poste ng mga Meralco. So, dito, um, dito tayo kumukuha ng supply gamit yung pantograph. So, later on, may video ako na detailed kung saan paano nag-function ang pantograph. So, OCS systems are essential for stable and efficient power delivery, especially for high-speed trains. So, di pa naman natin ganong kailangan pagpokusan yung high-speed trains ngayon. Kasi ang kaya pa lang naman ng Pilipinas is in the normal speed train phase pa lang po tayo. So, yung OCS po natin is built lang po for normal speed pa lang po. So, later on pa tayo sa high speed, pero using the principle to this, it's also applied to the normal speed trains. So, the catenary systems are prone to contact force fluctuations, which can lead to increased maintenance and operational costs. Alam mo naman, pag may pera na problema, issue na yan. So, let's go to the next slide. So, attached here is a video which I have seen in YouTube, which shows the detailed explanation on how the catenary and pantograph works. So, let me borrow some of your time first to watch this video with me. Thank you. So, let's wait for the advertisement. Okay, here it is. thank you for watching, guys. So based on this video or short video that I have shown you, pantograph is a vital invention on the railway or the train itself, on the electrical train itself, because by making use of this pantograph, it can power the electrical train, which makes it more faster, as the dependent on the voltage or the power that it is using. So thank you to those inventors who developed the pantograph, such a marvelous invention. So now, in this, let's go back to our research paper. So in this research paper, we are using the simplex method and using it as a way to lessen the fluctuations. As you can see, the pantograph only collects the current on the catenary system. So on the catenary, the pantograph is connected there above, but due to the vibrations and the continuous movement of the train, um, vibration is unavoidable. So it can cause fluctuations to the pantograph upon uh, well, to a sudden point. So the a continuous fluctuations would then proceed to the maintenance of the pantograph itself and the catenary. So developing a simplex method to minimize the fluctuation is a um, very helpful way to lessen the costs. Okay, understand? Let's go to the next slide. Okay. So the slide. Right. So problem formulation. What is the goal? To minimize the contact force fluctuations. Then from there, we make the decision variables. Tension, which is equal to P. Span length, as I said earlier, which is equal to L. The wire stiffness is S. The constraints include minimum and maximum values for each variable to ensure physical feasibility. So we have now the auto tension. It's up to you to view the video later on, but I will only explain it because of the time. So what is auto tension? So in the catenary system, by applying auto tension, we can apply simplex method, because even without uh, the human intervention, it is run by the system itself by using the three formula, which is the tension, the span length, and the stiffness. So it's up to you if you want to watch the auto tension principle, but as of now, let's proceed to the next slide. Oops. Okay. So, the case study, optimization of maintenance strategies for high-speed railways. So, the objective is to minimize downtime and extend system lifespan by optimizing maintenance schedules. The method is the multi-state model and linear optimization. Then the result is to reduce failure rates, a more efficient maintenance with optimized cost and reliability. So as I said, the key parameters on forming a simplex method is the tension, uh, varying variables using T. Tension is Newton, span length meters, stiffness is Newton per meter. Then simplex method is applied to solve the linear optimization problem, adjusting variables to minimize the contact force. The constraint ensure the physical feasibility while optimizing the performance. So the benefits of linear optimization for railways. What is the benefits? It improves energy efficiency by reducing contact force deviations, lowers maintenance costs with optimized schedules and reduced wear, enables higher operational speeds while ensuring system reliability. So the conclusion and future trends, optimization of catenary systems using linear optimization enhances system performances and cost efficiency. Future applications include integrating smart grid systems and real-time adjustments for sustainability. So by the use of grid systems, we can have a real-time control to the OCS auto tension. So here is an example problem which is solved by using a simplex method. So our objective is to minimize the fluctuations. So we're gonna set a multiplier to the objective. So we're gonna set the 0.5 on the tension plus 0.7 on the length and 0.6 on the stiffness. So as the constraints, we're gonna make the tension um, greater than or equal to 1000. So on the another situation, we're gonna make the tension lesser than 1500. Next is the length. So the length is greater than or equal to 25. And then the another additional constraint would be the length would be lesser than or equal to 40. So next is the stiffness. So the stiffness would be greater than or equal to 150. Uh, then stiffness is lesser than 300 Newton per meter. So using these constraints and then by using the simplex method on the MS Excel, input all of the constraints, all of the values in the slide to the MS Excel, and you'll get the what you call this, the T, or the Newton is 1000 newtons, the optimal values, and the length is the 25 meters, and the stiffness is 150 newton per meter. So the minimized objective value that we have is combining with all of this value, we would get the minimized value as 607.5. So applying this data, we would set the T as 1000 newtons. We would apply the auto tune on the OCS. We will set it to 1000 newton, and the length of the OCS cables as 25 meters per pole, and the length, the stiffness of the wire would be 150 newton per meter. So thank you for listening. I hope you understand my explanation on regards to the problem on the simplex method. So next slide. I have a question. So does minimizing the objective function lessens the chances of contact force fluctuations? The answer is yes. Minimizing the objective value implies that the contact force fluctuations in the railway catenary system have been minimized. So our objective function represents the weighted contributions of the tension, the span length, and stiffness to the system's performance. So by finding the minimum value, which is the Z, then using the simplex method, we are optimizing these variables to reduce the contact force fluctuations, which leads to improved stability and efficiency in the system's operation. Okay, so with this, after using the simplex method and applying the data that we have gathered, there would be a minimization on the contact force fluctuations present on the OCS. So this requires a continuous testing and development. We can add another constraints. We can add another subject or objective. It depends on the situation. So continuous testing and experimentation is required for us to find a more lesser contact force fluctuations, and we can also connect the, the contact force fluctuations to other objectives of lessening or minimizing the repair costs, etc. So by using the simplex method of the advanced optimization, um, we can apply various representation to a problem and make a solution about it. So learning this subject is a big thank you, and Learning the subject is a big help to the engineers and to all of the people who are managing their businesses, etc. By using this method, we can calculate the exact the exact the exact value of the action that we should take. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you understand my video presentation, and God bless.